Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here, and as you can tell, I got some sound, and that's because I kept the headphones in from the last Honkai video I made, and that being said, let's get right into Olympus. First of all, this is currently at the time this is being released, the new summer event will be up, and I'll be doing that off screen. I'll record my rolls for it. At least one part of the new summer banner. That's the first banner that's coming out, which will have Mooncancer Kiara, the 5-star, 2 4-stars. One is one of my targets. The other one I'm okay with. That would be Archer Ilya, and the other would be Berserker Brynhilder. She's one of my targets this summer. My other one's gonna be on the next banner, and that is I'll do that one on the next one. But also, I accidentally went into the Olympus Lostbelt. I didn't start anything yet, but it's basically the first part was basically a recap, and basically welcome to Olympus, and also. Holy moly! Look at this place. And also, I've been having some fun with double Castoria and characters like Da Vinci, and one I got currently on the party right now. Um, sorry, had to yawn. Zerka Musashi. Okay, so it's gonna be a no battle one, so that's gonna be that's gonna be this video. We're just gonna get some story. Ah! Shit. How am I supposed to emergency land on a freaking battleship? I've never done it before! And why am I the only one out? Am I the one taking the helm? The hell are you doing, Captain? Ah! All hands, make sure you're strapped in tight! Hey, we stopped. I'm alive, I think. Master, are you alright? I'm fine. What about you, Mosh? I'm alright. I remain on standby in a half-sitting posture, so I can be ready for a worst-case scenario. And I guess it worked out. Good. It looks like we struck the emergency landing. Next, shut down magical reactors 1 through 3, and hurry. As Zeus knows their magical energy, he'll come after us. Already done. Captain, would you mind taking care of the ship's camouflage? Don't worry, I'm on it. In fact, I'm already done. Since I disguised the ship right before we landed, the enemy shouldn't have seen where we wound up. Hurry up with the cloaking. They may not be able to see us, but they can still detect our magical energy. Aye, sir. Oh, I also love doing double Castoria with Ryder Da Vinci there too. Oh man, she is so freaking good, as you saw from the last video. Alright, now that things have settled down, let's assess our current situation. After Zeus attacked the storm border, we made an emergency landing near Olympus's western perimeter. By deploying optical camouflage around the ship, we were able to evade visual detection during the landing. Oh yeah, also Zeus attacked us. We've also shut down the border's motive power, namely magical reactors that surround the hull, concealing the boundary field to prevent the enemy from detecting its magical energy. This should mean we successfully landed the ship in Olympus, with the enemy none the wiser as to our location, at least theoretically. First off, great work, everyone. You should all be proud that we made it out of that without having to resort to a dangerous zero sail. After all, in the worst case, a zero sale taken without necessary precautions could wipe us all out. Really, the few times we managed to pull one off so far were basically miracles. Whew. Anyway, the important thing is, I'm glad we're all okay. It just goes to show what an excellent machine that Stormborder really truly is. It can evade an omnipotent god's thunderbolts. It can dive into void space. If we brought it back to proper human history, it would be the greatest technological revolution of all time. That will never happen. The ship couldn't exist in a world where humanity was flourishing like it's supposed to. It's only in this completely bleached world that my Nautilus noble phantasm, silent pseudo-spiritual armor, aka the Hermes skin, it faces nanomachines and Chaldea's engineering could all come together like this. The only reason the Stormborder exists at all is to defeat the foreign god. It won't have a purpose beyond that. Oh, I see. I suppose that's true, isn't it? But it doesn't change the fact that it's still a great, dependable ship. Indeed, you're spot on there. I'm glad to see you understand, Loria. At any rate, we can't let everything we did in Atlantis be for nothing. And we certainly wouldn't be able to look the Atlantis in the eye if we got ourselves shot down before we even landed the ship. We'll need to be ready to use all available resources. Have you finished replenishing your command spells? All the backup command spells we saved up in case we needed them for a huge battle. And we're just going to use them up like it's nothing. All replenished, sir. Or I can't believe I was actually able to replenish. I can't believe I was actually able to replenish all 3 command spells. Well, it did say that we were precious. We can't exactly buy more refills from the command spell store. We're only able to scrape these together in time by running the Wandering Seas magical races at full blast. Pulling my technical and administrative advisor's expertise, and having Sion pull a few all-nighters, only time and luck will tell if we're able to make any more. I see. So we're really fortunate to be able to use them now. Yes, I suppose. At any rate, now that things have come to this, we'll have to use every resource at our disposal. After all, we still have a crucial mission we need to carry out. Right, we absolutely must cut down the tree of emptiness here in Olympus. Tell me, technical advisor, how safe do you think we are right now? Good question. From the scans of the surrounding area, I'd say we lucked out. I guess this area we're in now is in the outskirts of Olympus. There are almost no buildings here, there's no sign of any natives, and I don't see a single soldier or defensive weapon anywhere. We can thank Munier for his choice of landing spot, since he was the one handling controls on short notice. I agree. I would have landed the ship myself, but I had my hands full coordinating the Nemo series. Great job, Munier. When we have a chance later, I'll give you a proper lesson on how to steer the ship. Well, hey, what can I say? It was pretty impressive if I do say myself, but still. Sure, I got a little panicked when you first asked me to take over, but I figured things would work out if I just stuck to my usual game plan. You made the right call. I can't really take the credit. The Stormborder did all the hard work. I just kept it stable. Still, I'm glad I was able to help you out, Captain. You definitely did. I was planning to station a Marine in the cockpit, but now I won't have to. So since we'll all have one to spare now, I'll assign them to ship clearing duty instead. Good. Keep the ship clean at all times will be a great boost to morale. Well, Administrative Advisor, the bad news? I know well enough now that it can't all be good. Right, you are, Director. You really are getting the hang of this. Now that we've shut down all of our magical reactors, restarting them would take some time. Which means, of course, that we are effectively stuck here for the time being. That means no zero sale either. Oh, I see. At least they should have a hard time finding us here, right? Right. As long as we remain hidden, the odds of them detecting us should be low. Right, as long as we're unable to start the ship's engine at a moment's notice, we'll be out to sea without a lifeboat if we're spotted again. If we end up taking several of those supercharged magical energy attacks head on, without even any of our defensive mechanisms to shield us, well, I don't even want to think about it. Captain! Huh? Captain, why'd you collapse like that? Are you okay? I'm sorry. It looks like this great thunderbolts were even more powerful than we thought. The one that hit us didn't damage ships too badly, but it did damage my spirit core. Oh no. Does it mean those thunderbolts are actually anti-servant attacks? It's a good thing one of them hit us. If even one more of those had struck, we might have ended up losing our new ship. It's pathetic. I don't even have the strength to stand. Damn it, get Nemo Nurse in here. On the double. Make sure Captain is as comfortable as possible. Right. Does this mean you're injured as well, Da Vinci? Looks that way. I thought I was just feeling off thanks to all the magical energy I used for the chafe and the concealing spell. But since I was acting as the Stormboard CPU when we got hit, I guess I actually got just as hurt as the captain. I think I would better rest up for a while too. Da Vinci! Easy there. Good. I caught her in time. Thanks for the nurse call. Is it an emergency? I'll say. Thanks for coming, Nemo. It's Captain and Da Vinci. The former collapsed and the latter's totally drained. Please hurry. Foo. Holmes, Munier, how are Da Vinci and Captain doing? They're both asleep now. Well, I say asleep, but it's more like what we did back in Scandinavia. They're in the recovery pods I used at the time. They may seem fine on the surface, but their spirit cores have both suffered significant damage. It may take them a few days, but don't worry. We expect them both to make full recoveries. To put it in the modern parlance, this will be no big deal. Well, that's a relief. Yes, it is. It's too bad we can't visit them while they're in the pods. But I'm still going to hear but I'm still glad to hear that they'll be okay. Quite so. Ideally, I prefer to wait for their full recovery before we begin our plan of attack in earnest, but indeed, we have neither the time nor the mental capacity to spare for that. Both the captain and the technical advisor fulfill their duties spectacularly. Yes, they may be useless for the time being, but no matter. Their recovery takes priority. Meanwhile, those of us who remain have an obligation to make the most of this opportunity they've given us. Namely, make a move before found, right? Exactly. By this point, I suppose there was no need for me to say anything at all, was there? All right. As the new director of Chaldea and commander of the Stormboarder, here are my orders. Master Slora, Mashkir her faithful servant. There is still much we don't know about our situation, but even so, I'll need you two to head out. While I'm afraid we won't be able to support you as normal with our technical advisor incapacitated, myself, Munier, and our administrative advisor will do our best to fill their shoes in the meantime. Our sole objective for now is to explore this Lostbelt and recruit other proper human history servants. At least this time we won't be at a complete disadvantage thanks to the vanguard that got here ahead of us. Once you find the heroic spirits that came here from Atlantis, the tide is sure to turn swiftly in our favor. If we're going to defeat the detestable Curstaria, cut down that preposterously huge tree of emptiness, and destroy that incredibly dangerous Zeus, you need to put up with them first. You need to meet up with them first. Let's get going, Mosh. Right, Master. I've just run a scan of our city. I'm afraid the circumstances have been very much not in our favor. Unfortunately, we'll be no more able to bolster our ranks via semicircle than we were in Atlantis. Every last ley line for kilometers is under intense observation. There are too many man-made, or perhaps I should say God-made, to be of use to us. Suffice to say, we won't be able to secure the magical energy necessary to summon and maintain new heroic spirits while here in Olympus. I'm afraid we'll have to be content with using the spirit origin graph for temporary combat-only summons. Fofo. All the more reason you need to find the heroic spirits who came here ahead of us as soon as possible. With the forces we have, we won't even be able to keep ourselves safe, let alone accomplish the mission. It would have made things a lot easier if we could have summoned more combat-ready heroic spirits from the ley line. But I guess it's too much to hope for, just like it was in Atlantis. Well, in the meantime, I don't know how much these will help, but here, these are for you too. Thanks, Minier, but what are they? They're disguise kits. Well, kind of mystical, really. That Da Vinci made in secret based off the Atlanteans. Basically, they use magecraft to deceive just onlookers, both optically and perceptually, giving the same effect as wearing a disguise without actually having to put one on. Shit that made use of the same disguise principles as Holmes' Noel Phantasm. At least you let you disguise yourself as residents of Olympus and gather the information we need. Right. I know this is business as usual for you guys by now, but still, be careful. That kind of sounds like a perception filter. The silver lining here is that your magical energy readings are the same as any other humans. Apparently, even Mosh only has a tiny bit of servant aura about her right now. So hey, in that sense, this should make it a lot easier to sneak in than it would be if you were bringing servants along. That's true. Under these circumstances, the risk of a hostile servant noticing me or senpai should be very low. So if all goes well, this should give us a chance we need to rendezvous with the heroic spirits who got here before us. But that being said, it'll still be a major disadvantage if you do end up in a fight. So don't lean on the disguise kits too heavily, okay? Then again, you're both old hands now with the race shifts and Lostbelts, so I'm sure you already know that. Director. What is it, Administrative Advisor? I have two suggestions I'd like to get here. The first, that we send the combat and environmental information we've gathered to the wandering sea in a data pocket. And for the second, well, I think discretion will be the best course for this one. What's this now? Huh? Careful, I'm quite ticklish, you know. What was that? Are you serious, Administrative Advisor? Surely you can't. Director, do you remember the border guards that Odysseus kept under his command? I'm quite certain that your concerns, while understandable, are nevertheless unwarranted. It's incredibly risky, but I can't deny that it also makes a lot of sense. Alright. As the director of the Novum Chaldea, I can't have any subordinates be the only ones putting themselves in danger to restore proper human history. Very well, Administrative Advisor, I accept your proposal. Thank you. I had every confidence you make the right decision. Oh? What were you guys talking about? I'm afraid the time is not yet right. Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough. Oh, I haven't heard you say that in a long time, Holmes. This is no laughing matter if you ask me. Jeez. Alright, once again, Solari, Moshkulite, as the director of Chaldea, here are your orders. You two are to leave the border and at once make your way to the city of Olympus. Once you're inside, find out where the other property servants are and meet up with them post-haste. After you've secured an adequate fighting force, you are to cut down the fifth tree of emptiness. Roger that. Understood. We'll go begin our Olympus investigation right now. Okay, we're going back to the main screen. Oh. Okay, next one's gonna have another no battle one. So that's gonna be in the next video. Until next time, this is Lowell Jazz saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.